Hi everyone, it's day 7 of this video challenge. Delaina here, and I was thinking a lot today about influencers, outside influencers, like people, um, like how they kind of texturize our poetry and our writings, and actually how they kind of become, they're sort of subjects, but sometimes it's really not, sometimes it's not even about them being subjects as much as the thoughts and emotions they leave within us, right? Like they live with thoughts and emotions that we want to share or we wonder about, and those thoughts kind of, sometimes they get under our skin and we have to kind of investigate them through ourselves of what that means, and is it our truth or is it their truth? How does all that influence what we end up writing about and how we end up writing about it? Like, I'm the oldest of 7 kids, and I was raised in a very religious family, and that gets into my poetry, whether it's me talking about that stuff from an outsider or me talking about it as the oldest sibling, or talking about it as an aunt, and writing poetry that I feel like is things that I'd want to share with my nieces and nephews, but I try to do it in a non-lectury, cool aunt sort of way. We all want to be a cool aunt, right? Nobody wants to be that aunt. We want to be the cool aunt. And we're probably always that aunt. So some of my outside influencers are my family, and there's a lot of them. So there's a lot of influence that way. Other influencers are like my mentors, like Audre Lorde and Alice Walker and Mary Oliver. Obviously, my poetry is not as political as it used to be when I started off. So you might not see a lot of or hear a lot of the Audre Lorde or Alice Walker in my voice as much. I think it's just a matter of where do we identify in that voice. And at some point I really realized that even though I had some similarities to their struggles, I would never completely understand their struggles and what it was like to be them, and is, because Alice Walker is still with us. But really at age 16 is when I discovered Audre Lorde, and she's really the reason why I started writing poetry. It was her voice and her passion and the way she brought the world to life on the page through poems. Just so much passion, so much humanity that would just, you could wring the pages out with her poems. No, I'm not a fan at all, no. Just those are the kind of things, those outside influences that really get in and shape us and shape our voices, even though of course there are voices, of course it's the world filtered through us, but there are always going to be those little nuances that added texture and flair and flavor to how we see that world, and family and mentors are definitely 2 strong factors. So are friends. How could friends not be? They're like the family you got to choose, right? And a lot of my friends are poets. So of course their opinions and their poetry come into play with mine. Whether it's the little voice, the little critic, that sits on your shoulder and says you can't publish that, or don't say that, or you got the other little voice that's saying, hey, go for it, whatever, it's your art. These are all those wonderful little outside influences. And anyways, I was just thinking about them a lot today, and I thought I'd share this little thought with you. And yeah, I hope you're having a great day, and we'll see you tomorrow. Bye.